Bruck is a privately owned Australian company and is Australia's leading innovator of technical textile solutions. With over 120 employees, Bruck Textiles was established in the city of Wangaratta, northeastern Victoria, Australia in 1946. Bruck became a working destination, attracting workers from all over Australia and Europe following the Second World War. Many workers came from Wangaratta, which was a well-known migrant camp near Wangaratta Victoria. Between 1947 and 1971, over 300,000 migrants from more than 50 countries called Wangaratta their first Aussie home. Many migrants found employment in the textile industry in Wangaratta and often settled there permanently. As a result of the employment opportunities created by the Bruck manufacturing facility and the influx of new migrant workers to Wangaratta, the township was spectacularly transformed over the period of 1946 to 1963. Manufacturing is a significant contributor to the economic well-being of northeast Victoria, and Bruck is a noteworthy member of the Wangaratta community. Not only does Bruck create direct employment benefits for the local community, with much of this employment being in highly skilled areas, but Bruck's presence in the region also creates substantial demand for many other services and materials supplied from the immediate region. It is estimated that for every job that Bruck provides, a further 3 to 4 jobs are generated and sustained through the economic activity created. Bruck began as a manufacturer and supplier of furnishing and apparel fabrics for fashion markets. Bruck saw significant growth during the 1950s to the 1970s, in line with the national growth of retail and the general economy. Following a rapid reduction in import tariffs and quotas for textiles, in the 1980s and 1990s, the supply chain for traditional apparel and furnishing products began relocating to low-cost countries, and Bruck began to transform from a vertically integrated synthetic fabric manufacturer to a technical fabrics specialist. Today, Bruck is the major manufacturer and marketer in Australia of value-added high-performance and protective clothing fabrics. Our large range is in end applications such as military, mining, oil and gas, structural and wildland firefighting, workwear, corporate wear, metal smelting and general industrial. Considerable expertise has been developed in technical fabrics such as liquid coatings, laminated membranes for cold and wet weather fabrics, flame retardant and photoluminescence qualities. Bruck has forged a reputation as a high-quality supplier and service provider, capable of a strong degree of flexibility and willingness to meet customer requirements. The business has been transformed successfully a number of times since 1946 to adapt to changing trends. With proven design capability, integrated product development processes and sophisticated planning and warehousing systems, Bruck has become a globally recognised competitive supplier of high-performance textiles. Bruck is fully committed to product innovation and development of new technologies. Bruck works in close partnerships with various defence and research bodies like DMTC, DSTG, RMIT, CSIRO, to name a few. One of our recent successes has been the development of a high-strength combat uniform fabric. This new and stronger fabric solution for the Australian Defence Forces delivers the same level of comfort and breathability as the normal uniform fabric, and at the same time is inherently flame retardant and provides additional protection against fragments from improvised explosive devices. The manufacturing operation is fully vertical, with warping, weaving, dyeing, sueding, brushing, rotary and digital printing, coating, finishing and lamination all within one facility. Australian Textile Mills, ATM Wangaratta. ATM has invested regularly in state-of-the-art manufacturing equipment to become a globally competitive and innovative manufacturer of high-performance textiles with an ISO 9001 certification. Warping is the first step in the weaving process and involves the application of yarn onto weaving beams. ATM has both direct and sectional warping, which enables weaving of a very wide range of yarn and fabric types. In particular, sectional warping enables weaving of high-performance and decorative fabrics. Direct warping is also known as high-speed or beam warping and is used for making single-colour fabrics and common fabrics in large quantities. Once the yarn is warped, it has a solution applied to it to assist in the weaving process. This is called sizing. The sizing process also includes the combination of several direct warped beams into one weaving beam. Sectional warping involves the application of winding set lengths of yarn onto sections of the drum until the drum is fully wound with a required number of ends of yarn. Then from the drum, all the yarns are transferred to the beam. By this process, we directly get the weaver's beam. Sectional warping is predominantly used for short manufacturing runs, especially for high-performance fabrics produced from fibres such as Nomex and PBI and elaborate pattern fabrics. The next step in the weaving process is the drawing in of the warp yarns into the drop wires, heddles and reed, which forms part of the weaving equipment. Drawing in can be performed manually or automatically. The weaving department at ATM is made up of several different types of weaving looms, which allows for a very wide range of fabrics to be woven, including the ability to weave various meta-aramids and para-aramid yarns into fabrics. The weaving loom types include rapier dobbies for the production of standard and high-performance non-decorative fabrics. These looms offer high-speed production of many different fabric types and make up the majority of ATM's weaving capacity. Once woven, the fabric is washed and prepared for dyeing. This is a critical step in ensuring that the dyeing process is successful. The dyeing capability at ATM is also diverse and versatile to match the diversity of the fabric range manufactured. Fabric can be dyed in large or small batch sizes, with the fabric type determining which dyeing method is used. Dyes are provided to the dyeing equipment using a computer-controlled system, which ensures the dyes are added automatically and in the correct amounts. After dyeing, fabric can take many different process paths depending on the type of fabric and its end use. ATM has the capability to provide standard and customised fabric performance through the use of a broad section of finishing chemistry. Cotton and cotton-rich fabrics can be treated with the well-known Proban chemistry to provide embedded flame retardant performance. Finishes can be applied to provide enhanced performance, such as water repellents, antimicrobial and anti-odour, ultraviolet protection and soil release. The famous R.M. Williams moleskin fabrics are made using brushing and sueding equipment to create a durable and comfortable pile on the fabric. Fabrics can be pre-shrunk to ensure fabric stability using equipment and a process that has been a standard in fabric manufacture for over 40 years. Some things just can't be improved on. Foam coating has been a feature of ATM's manufacturing for 50 years. Foam is applied to curtain and blind fabrics to provide these window furnishing fabrics with blockout from heat and cold elements. Flame retardant performance can also be added to the coating. Bruck is the major manufacturer of fabrics for the Australian Defence Forces, and so printing of camouflage designs is a key part of the manufacturing capability. Printing is carried out using a 20-colour rotary print machine, which enables production of decorative and very complicated designs. This machine has printed tens of millions of metres of camouflage fabric to clothe Australia's Defence Forces. ATM has the only automated rotary print screen engraving unit in Australia, which enables a customised print design capability. Once printed, the fabric is further processed to ensure colour accuracy and durability. ATM has invested in a state-of-the-art digital printing machine that would drive its innovation capability into the 21st century digital age. This is revolutionary technology to process textiles in an environmentally friendly process with negligible effluent discharge. ATM operates hot melt lamination equipment, which enables bonding of non-breathable and breathable films to virtually any type of fabric. Special polyurethane adhesives are used to form permanent bonds to create 2- and 3-layer protective clothing fabrics with functions of wind and waterproofness and breathability. The use of leading-edge breathable films offering world-class levels of performance ensures the Bruck range of laminated fabrics provide high levels of protection and comfort in all environmental conditions. ATM's testing laboratory has a wide array of elaborate testing equipment and is able to undertake virtually all of the possible quality assessments required. All fabric manufactured is tested to ensure it will perform to the standard required. The laboratory is independently certified to ISO 17025 by the National Association of Testing Authorities, ensuring the utmost accuracy. Bruck fabrics for protection from heat and flame, metal splash and electric arc flash undergo batch certification for limited flame spread in ATM's accredited flammability laboratory. Samples are pre-treated by cleaning and conditioned prior to flame exposure. Testing provides assurance that each delivery is compliant with the required performance standards and customers' verification obligations. A regular test we conduct is the surface ignition test, where specimens are exposed to 10 seconds of flame. Condition test specimens are placed in a holder. The unlit burner is positioned perpendicular to the surface for this test. The burner is then lit and preheated and the flame adjusted to 25mm. The burner is then moved from the standby position to the horizontal operating position to bring the flame in contact with the material. With the surface ignition test, various observations are recorded, specific parameters measured for later reporting. Typical performance requirements using this test method require reporting of afterflame and afterglow times and observations flaming reaching the upper and/or vertical edges of the specimen, whether any afterglow spreads after removal of the flame, along with the presence of any molten or flaming debris or hole formation in the specimens. The final quality inspection process at ATM has been largely automated, using state-of-the-art equipment. However, machinery cannot do it all alone, and experienced inspectors are still needed to view every metre of fabric manufactured. The inspectors key quality data for the fabric into a computer mapping system that automatically controls the cutting of fabric into rolls, then wraps the fabric ready for delivery. Bruck distributes fabric nationally and internationally. Deliveries are made daily from the distribution centre by road transport to capital cities around Australia for final delivery, or on forwarding to regional or international destinations. Bruck has a rich history of manufacture and community involvement. Bruck has transformed itself from a manufacturer of a narrow range of standard apparel and furnishing fabrics into a manufacturer of high-performance fabrics, servicing a very broad range of end users. With a strong commitment by its owners and employees to Australian manufacture, innovation, the environment, equal opportunity and safe work practices, Bruck Textiles is well placed for a prosperous future.